Hello and welcome to Rookie's World. Today we're making wheat-free Little Debbie cream pies. So there I am. We're starting off with softened butter. Yep. And then we're gonna add to that some brown sugar. All the measurements and ingredients and procedure is gonna be in the description. By the way, I'm just walking through what I did. Here's some white sugar that's gonna go in. I also should mention I loosely followed a recipe, so this is just me kind of shooting off the side of my throat, if that makes sense. There's cinnamon and salt that's going in there. Okay. But yeah, this is how I bake. There's vanilla extract going in. But yeah, this is how I bake. I just kind of think of something, go, I kind of know how to make that, and see if it works or not. Pretty much it. So now I'm gonna mix it. Standard procedure, the drill. And I think in a second there's gonna be a clip of it all started together. Yeah, there it is. And boom, there it is. What it's supposed to look like when you're done stirring it. And I'll put it to the camera so you can see. There we go. That's the texture you want after you mix it together. Okay, I guess there is another, there it is. Okay, so I pureed some raisins, and so I'm putting those in because I want these to be oatmeal raisin flavor, if that makes any sense. So there's me putting them in. I'm gonna mix them in very awkwardly because of the camera angle. I'm not used to this yet. But what you want to do, just like I'm doing here, if your raisins are clumped together, you want to break them up a little bit first. You don't have to stir as awkwardly as I did, but that is about the texture and stuff that you want. I don't know if you can see the raisins speckled in there in this clip. Yeah, there's one. One little raisin. And next what you're gonna do is the dry ingredients. So here I have some oats there. These were gonna be gluten-free, but I only had regular oats. That's why they're just wheat-free. So I put the oats in there. Here's me trying to get used to camera angles. Again, like I said, I'm not used to this. Okay. And then you're gonna add in some flour. This is almond flour. Yep, there's I didn't know I did that. Like, I don't remember that. There's the bag and the almond flour going in. I'm sure you've noticed by now I have one yellow nail. I was testing a nail polish and I forgot to take it off before I started recording. So just try to ignore that. That is, that's the leavener. I don't remember if it was baking soda or baking powder, but it will be in the description. But I do know that's a leavener. And then you're going to stir it all together. I used a whisk. I really can't tell you why I used a whisk for this part and a spoon for the last part, but I did. And here's what it looks like all together. Yeah, as you can see, it should just fall through your whisk like that. And here I'm picking it up to kind of show you closer to the camera what the texture is supposed to look like. Kind of looks like sand with oatmeal in it. That's what it's supposed to look like. Alright, so now you add your dry into your wet. And mix it around. And you just keep doing that for a little bit. And then you add some milk. This is almond milk. These are also dairy free. Didn't realize that because I used the olive oil butter from Country Crock. That's what we just keep in the house. So yes, these are also dairy free. That's cool. Anyway, you want to alternate between your milk and your dry ingredients. You're gonna see it, there it is. You alternate between your milk and your dry ingredients and mix it until it all comes together. I think what I did is ended on, I don't remember what I ended on, but you're supposed to end on the one that will give you the best indication of the texture before you finish. So if you are seeing that it looks really wet and you still have some milk and dry ingredients left, add the dry ingredients first before you keep adding milk, to make sure that you get the right texture. And here's me struggling with camera angles again, trying to mix. That water bottle you see is what my phone is propped up on. So I'm trying not to hit that and the phone. I did not remember keeping this clip for so long, but I guess, sure. As you can see, it kind of looks like, I don't know what this looks like. I want to say it looks like oatmeal, but it really doesn't. So you see me adding some more milk, and just on and on like that until you've added all your dry and your wet, or you reach the desired texture, which should be coming up soon. So what you just saw me put in was the last of the dry ingredients. So I'm gonna mix all that in, and then I think up next is the rest of the milk, unless I added all the milk already. I don't know, I recorded this I think 2 weeks ago, so I'm really, I'm just talking about what I see. I guess that's all of it. Here's the desired texture. Yep, it's supposed to look like that right there. Nice. Okay. Next thing you're gonna want to do is get your tray, and you're gonna want to put your parchment paper on it. You'll see that in a second. There it is. Put your parchment paper on it. And then the next thing I did was try to smooth it out into the corners so that it didn't puff up in the oven. And get my cookie soup and space them out on the parchment so that they don't like run into each other too much. That right there was too close, so you gotta put it like 2 inches between it, on all sides. Yeah, okay. So I'm scooping them all out, putting them all where they're supposed to go. After you do that, then it is time for them to go in the oven. I don't know if yep, okay, 375 for about 15 to 20 minutes. Mine ended up taking about 20 minutes. Here they are when they come out. I don't know what I did to make them look like that, but something wasn't quite right. I'll get it better next time, and then when I do these again, I'll show you my like revised version, or you can leave tips and tricks in the comments, etc. What I did to make them uniform is I cut them out with a cookie cutter, and I think that worked pretty well. Yeah, just cutting these out into circles. I believe I did 2 shapes. Yeah, I did hearts too. So I cut half into circles, half into hearts. You'll see the problem that I run into with the hearts later. Like, yeah, I won't explain it now. You'll see it later. But yeah, so just cut them into any shapes you like if you want to cut them into shapes. But if they turned out pretty uniform for you, you don't have to cut them out at all. I will say, maybe if I put the dough in the fridge to set for a little bit, it wouldn't have spread out so much. So now we're gonna work on the cream for the middle. So there's some more of that Country Crock olive oil butter and some powdered sugar, a lot of powdered sugar. You want to dump it all in. Yeah, there you go. Dump it all in, and then you are going to you're gonna add a little bit of milk incrementally as you're mixing it up. So you start with a little bit of milk, and then as you're mixing it up, if you need any more than these, I think 2 tablespoons, maybe 3 that I put in, then you add it incrementally as you're mixing. There's some vanilla. Alright. And then you just mix it up. And like I said, I'm pretty sure I ended up adding 2 or 3 tablespoons of milk in total for this to come together. But powdered sugar really sops up any liquid, so it might not have even been that much. We'll see. So there it is, like halfway mixed. I don't know why I brought it out the frame. Like I said, I'm not used to recording like this, but I will get more used to it. And this is what it looks like in like its state when it's ready. That doesn't make much sense. There should be a couple clumps still in there unless you're using an electric whisk or stand mixer. But if you're doing it by hand like me, it's fine to have those little clumps in there. Now, what you're gonna do with this is you are going to take a scoop or some spoons or something. I used my cookie scoop to make sure it was even, and you're gonna put it right in the middle of one of the cookies and put one that is about the same size on top and smush it down just a little bit. Should look just like that. See, doesn't that look good? Looks like an oatmeal cream pie from Little Debbie, kind of. Yeah, so these are what the circle ones ended up looking like. I think they look pretty good. I just overfilled that one. And then here's the thing with the hearts. I used the same scoop. I should have put it in a piping bag instead and put a V in the middle instead of putting it like smack in the middle like that. Here I tried to fix it by spreading it out. Newsflash, it did not work. Yeah, I realized I put too much in there, but I was like, you know what? It's okay. And here it goes, smushing out the sides. Because I didn't do it right, but it's fine. I'm telling you now so that maybe you will do better than I did if you decide to make these. So that's what the heart ones ended up looking like. And I did this while they were still hot, so the heart one kind of fell apart when I put them on a plate, but it's okay. That's just showbiz, baby. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Recipes in the description, like and subscribe. Bye.